Everyone, how's everybody doing? As the days go by, more information is being brought to our attention within the targeting community. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys and ask a question. Those of you that are currently employed, how do you handle the workplace? Previously, my knowledge from my experience, I was just told to try to ignore the people. But now I'm feeling that with everything going on, I don't think ignoring and allowing people to mistreat us based off of information they'd heard is the right logics to go by, to say just ignore. Because look what happens when you keep ignoring being mistreated. Things blow up to the point where you can't take it no more, and you act out of anger or frustration because you've been allowing this to go on for so long. Just like the protesting right now, some people handle it in a peaceful manner, but the ones that are probably aggressive is the ones that probably actually had stuff done to them and they didn't have no voice. So my question to you guys, how do you handle the harassment, the undercover tactics that people are displaying against you at work? My suggestion to ask, and somebody says say something, tell them, let them know that they are watching you, let them know that you're following you. Because in my job, it's the whole job, you guys, because it's only about like 25 of us in this office, and the whole job is in on it together, where it's like I leave, it'd be like 5 of them outside waiting for me to leave. If I gotta go back in, I forgot something, then the other ones that's inside comes into the area where you at, and it'd be just simple tactic as like, oh man, I forgot my cup, let me go back and get my cup. Somebody gotta follow you to go get the cup. You'll be like, okay, now I gotta clock out. Somebody gotta follow you to go clock out. Stuff like that is too obvious, and you start to feel aggravated, and you're trying to keep peace because you know why they're doing it, but you don't know why they're doing it. Get it? We know why, because we're targeted and we're falsely accused. But at the same time, you don't know what you're falsely accused of. You don't know what's been told to these people. So you're trying to handle it in a peaceful manner to say, you know what, if I was in these people's shoes, how will I handle a situation if someone were to display information and telling me that this person might cause harm? Okay, so you will do the same thing, but at the same time, they didn't even take time. I haven't been at this company for a long time. I feel like these people have references. I feel like they have a numerous of ways to fact check. I feel like in these situations, why can't they pull people to the side? Anybody that worked in the corporate world and a manager's position, why can't they pull people to the side and say, you know what, we had some discrepancies in your background. We want to talk to you first because it's not provable facts. But in our office, we don't allow this. We don't play this. Like, why can't they pull somebody to the side? Because I know people that lost jobs because they had background checks that didn't pass, right? So if your background check is good enough to allow you to still be employed, why do they still allow everybody to know your private information? It's almost like HIPAA to me. And for a whole office to be involved in something that can be falsified, why is that allowed? I'm just not understanding that. Because if you're the employer, you're in a manager or supervisor position, and you feel like this employee is doing this, why do you feel you have the legal right to go tell a whole office about somebody's background and you're not handling it yourself? I'm just confused of what are they being told, because like I said, I've been in places where people apply for jobs and they was denied jobs or they got fired because their backgrounds didn't clear. But if someone is telling you as a manager, like, this person might have these tendencies, why is it enough information for you to be able to spread to your other employees to cause a chaotic or environment for one person? And why would you allow one person to corrupt a whole unit? I just don't understand that. Can somebody please help me? So I'm asking for your advice as usual, because we know better. We know we ain't do nothing, but we know we still have to work, because what else can we do? If we're unemployed, we still have to live. I still have a family I have to take care of. But it's getting hard every day as I go in. And just to go to your car, you got to have 5 people follow you. You want to go sit in the break room, you have 5 people coming in and asking you, what you doing? What you doing? Like they the supervisor, and you be looking like, oh my God, Jesus, please have patience. Like, just for instance, last Friday, I'm sitting there writing documents in a room by myself, and here comes, what are you doing? And she's not even a supervisor. You'd be like, wow, this is unbelievable. So I start getting antsy, and I was like, this is bothering me, so let me go to the other room. The same girl comes to the other room and just stands there, and it's like they trying to give each other codes, but because, like I said, it's a curse and a gift at the same time. God gave me the ability to see everything, even though I don't want to see everything. I'll be like, I seen that. It be sometimes, just the nick of the time, I turn around and I see somebody trying to give them a signal behind my back, and I'll be like, why, Lord, why you had to let me turn around so I can see it? Because some things I don't want to see, because it aggravates you and it makes you angry. But we got to be a peaceful one and still smile and keep our head up. It's so hard every day. So that's just my question to you guys. What are some of the tactics you did to keep yourself sane, to keep yourself from not being irritated? Because it's very hard for people to don't even know you and not try to get to know you, and they feel like they're doing their civil duty by making sure they watch you. Because in our facility, you guys, we gotta watch clients that are deemed to have 5150 issues, and that's my job. So it's like, if you feel you gotta have people watch me, how can you allow me to watch somebody else as well? I'd rather somebody pull me to the side and ask a question, because it's like, how can I watch your clients when you feel like somebody got to watch me? That doesn't make sense. And I'm so ready to talk to them. What do you guys think? You think should I pull my manager to the side and say, hey, this is what's going on. You want to keep me or not? Like, because it's getting to the point where I feel like silence is not getting us anywhere. We're in the same boat, being harassed. For what? For being silent? Just like this George Floyd situation, even though it may be a psyop, we know it's a psyop, but the world doesn't know. So how they handle it, how are they getting ahead by by seeking out justice, by speaking up, right? So why do we got to be silent and not allow justice to happen for us when we are citizens too, a law-abiding citizens, right? So that's my thing. Like, I feel like, speaking in regards to the George Floyd thing, reason why I say it's a psyop, because y'all probably like, what? And psyop means a psychological operation. That's the short term of psyop, meaning that this has been displayed in front of us to get a psychological reaction, which it has caused for majority of the world. And the reason why I dinged it as a psyop, because look at the patterns before it happened. They put you in a COVID state of mind, meaning they put you on lockdown, so you're already on edge. They make you wear these masks, and what's the first thing people do when they wear this mask? They holler, what? I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Every time somebody wear the mask, what do they say? I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I hate these masks. I can't breathe. So you already programmed with that tactic to psychologically program you to remember those words, I can't breathe, right? Then for some reason this happened to George Floyd. What happens? What is everybody saying again? I can't breathe. What does their shirts read? I can't breathe. What does COVID means? I can't breathe. It attacks your lungs where it make it hard for you to breathe. Or you can't breathe, or you can't taste. I can't breathe. So all these I can't breathe are tied in together. For what reason? What purpose? So we got to figure that out. Why are they keep making it sound like I can't breathe? I can't breathe. It's on shirts. It's on hats. When you wear your mask to protect yourself, you're still thinking in your head, I can't breathe. So that's why I'm trying to say, that's why I think it's a psyop, because why is everything tied in together? I don't believe in coincidences. It's meant to happen for some reason, but we just got to try to figure out the underlining of why is it meant to happen. So to let that sink in and comment as regular to give me my advice, and then sink in about that. What are they trying to do to us? Why I keep saying I can't breathe? Why is that the big 2020 topic right now? Starting what? In February, the beginning of the year, They're already implemented in your head that you can't breathe. And then after you start feeling like I can breathe again and I want to be free because I feel like I can breathe, they throw the George Floyd scenario in your face and say, remember, you can't breathe, because now let's put it on shirts in honor of George. Let's put it on hats. Let's all wear masks that say I can't breathe while you really can't breathe because of the mask. That's all I wanted to say and get y'all advice. I'm gonna get off. That's it. Love y'all, and I hope y'all love me back. Sometimes we may disagree on what we're saying, but please don't delete me. Teach me, because somebody said I'm deleting you because I don't agree with you saying. I said, don't delete me, teach me. I don't know everything. I'm just going off of what God puts into my heart and in my mind. I'm so ready to learn. Like, you can say you was wrong, but then explain to me why, so I can sit there and put my own logics on it and try to get an understanding of what you're saying. That's it, and that's all.